welcome to our flag bearers. On this show, we shine a spotlight on the unsung heroes of Nigeria, individuals, associations, and organizations who remind us on a daily basis of the power of positive change. This show is dedicated to telling stories that inspires us, uplift us, and redefine what it means to be Nigerian. From the bustling streets of Lagos to the far corners of diaspora, we will bring you short documentaries that celebrate resiliency, creativity, and the spirit of giving back. I'm Mr. B, and once again, you're welcome to our flag bearers.
Episode 2, The Mind Story. Diversity, Our Strength.
Greetings from Minosira. My name is Ola Obadia, the current president of Minosira Institute for Nigerian Development, MIND. Recently, we jumpstart a documentary on Nigerian community in Minosira from MIND perspective. The first in the series was primarily focused the early days of MIND, how some youths from neighboring universities in Minosira came together to form the organization MIND. The organization grew to become a very powerful organization for Nigerians in Minosira. Of course, our cultural and tribal organizations too, many of them are doing a lot of good job in their various communities here and also back home in Nigeria. And to be candid, the work they are doing, the leadership of MIND, really appreciate the work they are doing. We had our first female president, Dr. Grace Obosie, which I was her vice president. And instead of following the path of starting a community bank, focused our attention on establishing a Nigeria Community and Cultural Center.
Homeowner Association has been one of the oldest organizations here in Minnesota. We celebrate what we call Igbo Fest, and it's a yearly event. And the purpose of the Igbo Fest is to introduce our culture, our arts and craft, our food, and to bring all members of the Nigerian community and the African communities at large together and experience what can be obtained from one another. Women Organization established a school some years back to teach our children the language of the Igbo community. The schools thrived and many people attended, but for some reason, maybe due to fund, the Igbo school kind of shut down. And right now we do some other things like the cultural exhibitions, dancing, and teaching the children how to continue with our culture.
Minnesota. It's the umbrella organization for all people of Yoruba descent in the state of Minnesota, the United States. We have many of our members, a very large population in Minnesota. Recently, Egbe Omoduduwa has been going through a renaissance, kind of an activity that will bring all the splinter groups together. This year is the 30th anniversary of Egbe Omoduduwa, Minnesota. However, over the past 20 years or so, many of our members have come to form their sub-ethnic organizations like the Ekiti National Association, Eco Club International, Ibadan, Descendants Union, EGBA, Descendants Association, and so on and so forth. Like the Ekiti National Association, Eco Club International, Ibadan, Descendants Union, EGBA, Descendants Association.
Zumunta Association current president, Minnesota chapter. As the name implies, Zumunta Association, it means fellowship. That is Fellowship of Northern Nigerian living in America. This association started about 34 years ago. We used to have what we call Zumunchi Arewa. So from the Zumunchi Arewa, we see there's a need for us to come together because we figured out nobody have a whole family here, so we want to make one big family. We decided to reach out to other northern Nigerians. As you know, we have about 19 northern states in Nigeria, which are all speak a common language called Hausa. But since we started 34 years ago, it has been very strong. We have been very, very united. So when we started association, we discovered there's a need for us to take care of ourselves here and back home in Nigeria. We've been doing a program which I so much like right from the onset. Every year we choose one of the states from the north to go and look for a community that are really in crisis of water. So we drill them a borehole. We install everything for the community to use. We've been doing this for a very, very long time, and this program is still going on. Every year, we normally have a convention. So we go from state to state. Like last year, we had it here in Minnesota. This year, we decided to go back to Nigeria. Since the beginning of this association, this is the second time that we are able to go to Nigeria and have our convention. We are able to do medical outreach for a complete week in Nasarawa State last year in Guru. Did a medical outreach there for 1 week. And we do ICT training for 1,000 students for a whole week. So all this training and all this medical outreach was free. We get our doctors, all the supplies, everything. We moved them from United States to Nigeria, and that is where we were able to reach out to as much as we can reach out.
Igbo Women League of Minnesota is a 501c3 cultural association. We are also nonprofit as a 501c organization. Igbo Women League was founded in the year 1994, so we're over 30 years now into doing this. It was founded by a group of women, Igbo women specifically, who came together after a meeting and decided that our community here in Minnesota, that we need an association of women that will serve as a gatekeeper for the women and for our children. The initial goal was basically to come together and be able to celebrate our milestones together: childbirth, marriage, graduation, name it. But then, as time went on, this mission expanded into community service, into charity work. And since then, the story has been amazing. Our mission became to unify, to identify, to educate, and to improve the socio-cultural and socio-economic life of our women. That mission extended into us beginning the scholarship program in 2005, where we sponsor less privileged girls in Nigeria, girls who were unable to get education. And we also have the Youth Mentoring and Leadership Program for children of African descent, which started in the year 2008. It has been an amazing program, an amazing experience for our children here.
My name is Michael Osuji. I'm the current president of EME Progressive Association in USA. We've been doing fundraising in the past, and those funds have been utilized judiciously back in Nigeria in our respective villages. We were able to fix 3 elementary schools that were abandoned in the past by the NDDC. And also we are able to fix a health center that took off last December. We are also trying to help more in the area of roads, making sure that the roads are motorable. Presently, when there is heavy downpour, the roads are not passable. So we are trying to make sure that the roads are good so that the villagers will be able to enjoy it.
So the effort that I've been making for the past 2 years that I've become the president of Egbo Modudua is to bring everyone together so that we can have a renewed focus in community development, cultural, education for our children, especially those children that are born in the United States. We don't want to lose our language and our culture, so we're doing everything possible to bring everyone together under one umbrella. This is in line with the effort that the Minnesota Institute for Nigerian Development have also been making to bring all Nigerians groups together.
Mine is doing a great job bringing together all other organizations from Nigeria. To mention just a few of them, I know we have Igbo Women's League, we have Oduduwa, we have Anyoma, we have IPAM. There are so many of them.
Igbo Women League is a dynamic association. We also work in conjunction with other organizations here, of which MIND is one of them. Ever since MIND started, we have always been to Independent Day celebration for Nigeria, and we always get a table to identify ourselves. MIND is a dynamic organization as well. They have done well bringing different groups together for the common good of Nigeria, for us to celebrate who we are as Nigerians here in America.
So we are trying to work together with other Nigerians to make sure we have a very good, strong Nigerian community here. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to join MIND.
MIND is a very good organization and have been doing wonderfully well. They are aimed to get a Nigerian house and make sure that that is successful, is well backed up by other organization, and I will be very, very happy to work with them.
We've been trying for years to have a hall we will call our home, but it has not been easy. Several attempts made in the past, for some reason, one thing or the other, it has never been a success. Now that MIND is kind of leading or paving the way, Umunne will, work with MIND in any capacity, whatever it takes. It has been my goal, at least, to have a hall here in Minnesota for Nigerian community to call our home. So we will support MIND in all efforts.
We Nigerians, we hold a very powerful position in the state of Minnesota. We're a highly educated immigrant group, and we're in position of power in private and public sectors. But one thing that hasn't been successful for us is really coming together and speaking with one voice and collaborating. So we've been kind of brainstorming on how to ensure that all various organizations are able to come together and do things together. We are a very powerful political force if we speak and work together as one. So I think around the Nigerian independence is one opportunity for us to really come together and do things as one group and develop that trust among ourselves that can make us a powerful political force. And I'm sure that we can accomplish this if we continue to work together and speak to one another.
Nigerian house. For me, I appreciate having a house where our seniors come to stay and meet other seniors and help us. It's going to be a place where the seniors help us teach our values, our fundamentals to the young ones so that they get it from their grandmas. They appreciate that. Of course, they will reinforce what mom has said because they are going to learn how to speak the language. They're going to learn a lot of values in the language. They're going to learn to cook. Grandma is going to show the cooking show, and it's going to be a place where we celebrate our young ones, our achievements, whatever they have done, and show them how we celebrate ourselves and make them very proud to be Nigerian.
And I am the current chairlady of the social committee of the MIND organization here in Minnesota. I have been part of this organization for about 3 years. I believe in the vision and mission of this organization, and I trust that it will be able to continue to bring the Nigerians in diaspora together. As we celebrate our independence, Nigerian Independence Day this year, our goal is to raise enough money to build or purchase a Nigerian cultural event center. And the purpose for this is so that we can have a safe space where Nigerians can feel at home. We can have a place where we can store our cultural artifacts, where we can feel like it's our space, it's our place. We can come together. It can be a place of healing, a place where we share voices and stories with ourselves and with our future generations. And we're hoping that this year we can raise money and make that dream of a social cultural center a reality so that we can try to forge ahead as one nation.
So if we really come together, it will be difficult for anyone to look down on Nigerians. And that's what MIND, with the vision of developing a Nigerian house, which we should all rally around, can create a focal point for all of us to engage and to develop ideas that can benefit the current generation and the future generation of Nigerians.
So I encourage mine to continue their work to be able to pool resources from all these organizations. So the hall, which we all long to have, will become a great success.
Very proud Nigerian. I am from Kano State originally, and I've been here in the Twin Cities for a long time, and I'm privileged to be one of the members of the Minnesota Institute for Nigerian Development, otherwise known as MIND. And MIND is actually the umbrella organization for Nigerians in Minnesota. And our goal and aim is to make sure that we bloom where we're planted. We're here in Minnesota, and we want to make sure that everybody here has a place that they call home. Which brings me to our very, very important mission of making sure that we have what they call a Nigeria house for our citizens here, so that we'll have a place to come together, we'll have a place to celebrate. We have so much happening in our community. Imagine if we had our own place where we showcase our Ife head and showcase so many other amazing things. Even our kids, all the amazing things that they're doing that we're not able to put it together in one place. So a Nigeria house is the next deal. And please work with us. A house for Nigeria is a house for you too.
I just want to encourage everybody to come on board so that we can achieve this one objective for MIND community in Minnesota. We need to have our own Nigerian cultural and community center. Some people like to call it a Nigerian house. Yes, it is overdue. It's going to be a mini Nigeria town here in the heart of Minnesota. So come and join us. By default, if you are a Nigerian, you are a MIND member. We will be waiting to welcome all of you to our monthly meeting, which is always the first Sunday of every month. Thank you, and God bless.
I hope you enjoyed this episode because there are many more to come. And here's where you come in. If you know a Nigerian individual, association, organization making difference in your community, we'd like to hear from you. Reach out to us. Let's tell their story and amplify their voice to inspire others. Thank you.